And tonight we have game two of the NBA Sim Playoff Finals between the Milwaukee Bucks and Los Angeles Lakers. Milwaukee took game one at home, and we'll see if they can win both of the first two games at home for them, or if the Lakers can bounce back and tie up the series. Big game, what's going to be the key for the Lakers to bounce back after that tough game one loss?
Well, we saw just how poorly the two stars, Anthony Davis and LeBron James, played, especially LeBron James shooting very poor from the field. Very rare that we see that in the playoff game. Very rare we'll see it 2 games in a row. I expect him to have a very good bounce back performance. Obviously, I think the bench for the Lakers, who has played very well so far through these playoffs, will continue to play well tonight.
And for the Milwaukee Bucks, big game. They could take a 2-0 lead and win both games at home to start this series. What's it going to take for them to win this game?
Well, we just saw how great Giannis Antetokounmpo was continuing his stretch of the playoffs. He had a very solid overall game in Game One, but the big factors where we talked about can Eric Bledsoe and or Chris Middleton step up and be a star like they are in this league, and they sure did there in Game One. They both helped out Giannis Antetokounmpo, the second, third leading scorers on the team, and allowed them to get a win in Game One. They're going to need to do that again for them to win Game Two and take a 2-0 lead at home.
And as you said, LeBron James struggled in game one, and I'm sure he's going to have a bounce back game in game two. I don't think we've seen even a game that poorly he's played all playoffs, so it should be easy for him to bounce back. And if you have another X factor on the Lakers' big game, who do you think it is besides LeBron and Anthony Davis in game two?
Well, Kyle Kuzma obviously needs to be their biggest star off the bench. We've seen him play very well recently, but obviously he had a great year last year. When LeBron was injured and really carried the team, and was the one young star that didn't get traded away to the Pelicans for Davis this offseason. And if he can put together a nice stretch scoring run, especially off the bench, it'll be good for the Lakers.
They're trying to get Davis to be on Middleton. They do. Fade away, though. Jumper, no good. And the Bucks will come out in the fast break. Oh, but it's turned over. Avery Bradley with the steal, and that should be easy jam for LeBron. And big game, the Bucks did a good job getting out in the fast break, but the Lakers still led the game in game one in points off turnovers. Were you surprised by this?
Well, we saw um, the defense for the Lakers in that first half be very good in game one. They had a couple of blocks and a lot of offensive rebounds, and that kind of allowed them to stick around in that game. But obviously, late in the game, we saw the Bucks just as overall team step up defensively and be able to get stops, and had a couple of late turnovers that they forced, and they're gonna need that again tonight. And oh, LeBron with a one-handed jam over Giannis there, big jam for LeBron, and he has the first 4 points for the Lakers.
And if he wants to make a statement, this is the game that needs to be done. Going down 2-0 in the finals, never a good thing. Even if both games were on the road for the Lakers, he's got to make a statement here. Giannis, three, no good. So far, the Lakers 2 for 3 in this game, and mostly led by their star in LeBron James. We'll see if they can get anyone else going. Avery Bradley for three, no good. Oh, it seems Matthews missed a wide open Giannis and now turns it over. Oh, and it's blocked by Giannis. And now we're starting to see some poor fast breaks by each of these teams. Oh, and LeBron misses a wide open dunk. He tried to go for the posterizer on Chris Middleton, now can, and now another turnover by the Bucks.
A bad lob pass there. I believe Wesley Matthews that sailed out of bounds. Giannis couldn't grab it. A weird stretch of basketball here. You don't see LeBron James miss a dunk very often. You usually don't see a missed lob opportunity pass from the Bucks to the Greek Freak.
Avery Bradley, less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. He goes in the paint and misses. We've been stuck at 4-4 for a while here in game two. Good pass by Giannis. And big game. Eric Bledsoe is going to have all the points so far in this game for the Bucks with 5 currently. And make that 6.
We've only seen 2 players score so far in this game, one on each side. Bledsoe for the Bucks with 6 and LeBron with 4 for the Lakers.
And Pat Connaughton has a chance to end that. No, he will not.
Somebody for the Lakers has to here. No LeBron on the court. Let's see if they get it to Davis. Don't know.
And with the journeyman Ursanio Silva, he at least would have a advantage on post moves. But here comes a double team. Fade away. He hits. Bucks leaving Bledsoe in right now after he made those 2 free throws. We'll see how long he's out there as well. It'll probably lead to bigger minutes in the second quarter for George Hill. Robin Lopez mid-range, he hits. And big game, we saw Robin Lopez struggle a bit in the paint in game 1. What do you recommend he changes in game 2?
Well, he's a veteran big man. He'll know what to change. Obviously, you got and one there by Kuzma. What a move by Kuzma, followed by Connaughton. $3 around him. A beautiful finish there by Kuzma. And you see that Davis will take a seat for the Lakers now. And they bring in Markieff Morris. Robin Lopez, though, he's been around the league a long time. He'll box out and get a couple more rebounds tonight than he did in game 1, and that should basically fix his problems. And obviously, he starts off with a nice mid-range jumper there. And the last possession there, pass to Connaughton for an open 3 who misses.
And that's a perfect possession for the Bucks. You'll take that any day. Just got to convert. Oh, Morris almost gets it stolen. But now Dwight Howard is wide open due to Robin Lopez doubling on the steal. And look at this big game. The Lakers already have 10 shots to the Bucks 6 in this first quarter. Very low numbers out of the Bucks on the field goal percentages. Most likely due to turnovers and longer possessions right now.
DiVincenzo misses a fadeaway free throw line jumper there. Kuzma now a 3-ball on the other end. No good.
Here come the Bucks in a fast break. Hill right past everyone, but passes out to wide open Connaughton. Can't hit again. And Pat Connaughton, 2 wide open threes and a good 3-point shooter, just can't hit. And now Caldwell Pope will get an easy outlet pass for 2, and now the Lakers lead by 5.
And about 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, George Hill puts up a shot mid-range. Little floater, got it to go. And 9.8 seconds left here in this first quarter for the Lakers to try and extend this lead.
An interesting move there by George Hill, as there's still a lot of time left, but it's going to result in no score for the Lakers. 13-10. The score after 1. Lakers lead. And as we're back here in the second quarter of Game 2 of the NBA Sim Finals, Lakers lead by 3, and not the best looking first quarter for either teams. A pretty ugly quarter. And we haven't even seen Giannis Antetokounmpo score in this game.
We see Kuzma score again there. Another possible and one trip.
And we'll see if George Hill can lead this bench like he did in game one with that 7 straight point streak. And here's a mismatch for Robin Lopez. Hook shot, can't finish. Like you said, Kyle Kuzma is your key off the bench, and so far he's done a great job finishing the paint with 2-and-1s.
Well, Kuzma's been the third star here tonight that they've needed all year long. Caldwell Pope is going to be forced to take a tough shot. Doesn't go.
Double teaming Robin Lopez, but he'll finish through the contact. And big game. Eric Bledsoe is 6 of the 12 Milwaukee points, and then Robin Lopez has another 4. It's just been interesting scoring output out of the Bucks and the Lakers. It's pretty similar. Look at that. 8 of the 18 points are for Kyle Kuzma, and then they had that LeBron James streak to start the game.
Yeah, well, we've seen a lot of missed shots here so far tonight, and a lot of bad possessions by both teams. But Kuzma has just been a spark off the bench here for the Lakers.
Korver doesn't force up the shot. It's going to be Hill. Oh, looked like an offensive rebound chance, but Kyle Kuzma's there again, and here he comes for his slam. He is 10.
Kuzma goes coast to coast there, grabs the board off a tough three by Hill, and finishes on the other end with a one-handed jam. Lakers up 8 now.
And there's a finish by George Hill. Here comes Rondo. Nice alley-oop to Morris. And not many times you see the Lakers go with a no center lineup, especially with how big their lineup is, but so far it's been working as they have an 8-point lead, and I'm sure we're going to see the starters back here with 3:30 left in the second quarter. And a good pass there by Chris Middleton, Eric Bledsoe, and he continues to drive in the paint. And big game, has there been any changes to the Lakers' defense on Giannis so far? Has he just not gotten his shots up yet?
No, he just really hasn't been aggressive. His Bledsoe aggressive now again. He's going to get the steal off Avery Bradley. Bucks ball. Great defense there by Eric Bledsoe. And I think you'll see Giannis Antetokounmpo be a little bit more aggressive here on the offensive end in this final 3:15 left in this first half.
Giannis passes it away, and it's going to go into Eric Bledsoe's hands, but Wesley Matthews passes up a wide open 3. Here comes Giannis. No foul called, and Anthony Davis with pretty good defense there. And LeBron, easy finish. 8-point lead now. And you look at the offensive rebounds, only 1 for the Lakers, 0 for Milwaukee. There really hasn't been much activity on the offensive glass for either team. Oh, LeBron might have had a chance to get a foul call, but he doesn't put it up. But Avery Bradley hits off the LeBron assists, and there's the largest lead for the Lakers, 10-point lead. Big game. How are the Bucks going to solve their offensive issues right now?
An illegal screen by Bledsoe, the first thing he's done wrong all night. And, yeah, the Bucks, Giannis struggled now, missed his last 2 shots. Hasn't scored yet tonight. He hasn't really been as aggressive. The Lakers defense has been better on him. And obviously, the Bucks defense has been great, either off their misses. They've allowed the Lakers to kind of go on runs, especially Kuzma. Oh, Dwight Howard shoves Brook Lopez out of the way and finishes over him. 12-point lead for the Lakers, and the Lakers on a 15-6 run in the last couple of minutes.
And it's weird to say, Eric Bledsoe has been the only offense for this Bucks squad, and you don't expect that, especially with how they played in Game 1. Giannis fadeaway still has not scored in this game. And now Anthony Davis, wide open finish, and this run in the second quarter has really silenced this Milwaukee crowd. Oh, and another missed alley-oop. And now easy.
On the other end.
And
Lakers
this
trying to
poor
pull this
Milwaukee,
open.
and this poor Milwaukee fast break defense, it really needs to be fixed right away. Otherwise, this is going to become a bit too big of a lead as it's already up to 16. And we'll see a mix of the benches here for each team. Milwaukee really needs a good end to this quarter. Middleton, floater, and it rolls in. The much-needed basket for Milwaukee.
A beautiful shot there by Chris Middleton. Able to fool LeBron James there and have LeBron back off a little bit on that floater attempt. But now Avery Bradley open deep two, I believe, and he drills it. And those are the shots that the Bucks expect to come back in this game that they cannot allow to happen. They cannot give up wide open shots like that. Oh,
and
no,
now a
steal.
turnover.
Bradley
And
one. Oh man, the Lakers on an absolute tear here in the second quarter have blown this lead wide open. Now up 19 with 19 seconds left in this first half.
And another miss. He has 0 points in the first half right now. Unbelievable defense by the Lakers so far. Caruso for three, can hit. But the Bucks down 37-18. Very dominant Lakers showing up tonight in Milwaukee, game 2. And now on to the halftime show, and it's been all Lakers. And although we saw an ugly start in the first quarter, the Lakers just really took over in that second quarter. They're shooting 65%. This is the team that we saw against the Rockets and the Thunder shooting like this. And the Bucks are pretty much playing to the defense of the Rockets and Thunder right now. We got to see that game 1 Bucks that showed up. And even Eric Bledsoe showed up at this one. Giannis, this is his worst half of the whole playoffs big game. Anything else?
I mean, Bucks getting out rebounded 12-6. Obviously not shooting great, 39%, around that 40% mark. But the Lakers, both teams really struggled shooting in the first quarter. But that second quarter, the Lakers switched on, especially late in that first quarter. Actually, Kuzma came in and dealt a nice dagger to the Bucks early, and the Lakers started to come in and continue that good run, which allows them to have a nice, solid 19-point lead here.
And we're back in the second half of Game 2 of the NBA 2K Simulation Finals. It has been all Lakers, specifically Kyle Kuzma and LeBron James. And we'll see if the Bucks have anything change on defense. Already double teaming LeBron James. Fade away, it's good. And it just seems like this is going to be one of those games where they're a terrible second quarter by the Bucks and one of the best quarters by the Lakers is really going to damage their chance of making a comeback in this game. And now Brook Lopez, another missed three in this series. And big game for the Bucks. What do you tell them to do on offense right now? It's just been a struggle for everyone other than Eric Bledsoe.
Well, I'm surprised that we've not seen Giannis Antetokounmpo try and drive more. Bledsoe drives yet again and scores. Giannis has just taken a couple of turnaround fadeaways and a couple of really tough layups. I'm surprised he's not tried to um, put some better moves together. And obviously, he was not very aggressive in the first quarter and had some others take some shots that did not fall. And that kind of ended up hurting them.
Less than 5 seconds on the shot clock. LeBron's going to have to take a deep three, but somehow will get an alley-oop right to Anthony Davis. And this has been very poor defense when the Bucks have needed it, while the Lakers have just taken advantage of every opportunity. Lopez, another three, another miss. He has still not hit a three in this series. Here comes Giannis, fast break, his first 2 points. And maybe that'll create some momentum for them. Here comes LeBron. Floater, can't hit. Big game. If the Bucks want any chance in this game, they're probably going to have to cut it down to that 8 to 12 range by the end of this quarter.
Yeah, that's where you look at the be out of your Bucks fan. If it's continues to be this kind of a lead where it's around the 20-point range, it's gonna be tough for them to come back. Bledsoe takes a tough one there, no good.
Quick shot there, and the Bucks are going to have another fast break opportunity.
Oh,
Oh, and a turnover, and LeBron throws down another. That's been the majority of his points, besides a few fadeaways here and there, but it's been a pretty easy game for LeBron James.
well, LeBron before that dunk there missed that three, missed two shots inside the paint, and in all those possessions, the Bucks really were not able to score the basketball.
And all it took was one steal and a dunk to really silence this run once again, and now the bench is going to be forced to come in from Milwaukee.
DiVincenzo finishes with his left there, and this will be a tough lineup for the Bucks defense to be able to handle. Kuzma, who's been red hot in this game, and LeBron, who's been hot both in this game right now. It'll be interesting to see which one they go to. It looks like they're post up Kuzma down low with Marvin Williams on him.
And big game, we also see Kyle Korver guarding LeBron James, former teammates, but that might be a bit tough for Kyle Korver to guard one of the best players in the league, if not the best. And big game, something the Bucks have missed besides those two Pat Connaughton misses in the first or second quarter. They set up a lot of plays for their shooters in game one that were wide open off screens, but we've barely seen that tonight, and it's shown how poor their offense has played.
Yeah, it has. The Lakers have really gotten the Bucks out of their rhythm and offense and it's killed them much of the game. They've not been able to play their slow-paced offense. They haven't been able to get out fast breaks. But on the other end, the Lakers have been able to do both. And it's just haven't been able to be stopped. Kuzma, another shot, fadeaway. Oh, Dwight Howard offensive board and throws it down two-handed. Lakers continuing to grow this lead in game two.
Oh, and just as we talked about, George Hill wide open off a screen, and they finally get one to go. But it's a 20-point lead right now, and it's going to be needing a miracle to make a comeback in this game. Rondo even hits a three now, and wow, this Lakers bench and the starters are on fire. And big game after, if the Bucks do end up losing this game by a score like this, how do you recover going on the road into LA in Game 3?
Well, you have a star like Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's very similar to LeBron James, where it's very rare to have two bad games in a row. So he'll step up and be a star. It's going to be whether their bench, excuse me, can continue to play better, and if he can continue to get help. Eric Bledsoe has been the star for the Bucks tonight, but obviously just him alone is not enough. And Kuzma's followed yet again down low and going back to the line.
Kyle Kuzma goes 1 or 2 from the line there, but he's doing a really good job just getting in the paint right now and being aggressive. Well, the Bucks really haven't gone to the line that much tonight, and when they do drive, it's been very poor shots. DiVincenzo's going to have to take a deep three. No good.
Up to Kuzma again. Kuzma is going to throw down a dunk. Kyle Kuzma has been an all-star type player tonight here in Game 2.
DiVincenzo now has to take another shot. No, it's Marvin Williams blocked. And that's how it's going to end. Lakers find a way to increase their 19-point lead to now a 23-point lead, 53-30, going into the fourth. And as we're here in the fourth quarter, their State Farm assist of the game, Rajon Rondo finds Morris for a reverse alley-oop, and it's just been coming from everyone, but specifically Kyle Kuzma and LeBron have had great games. Big game. We look at the scoring output each quarter. The Bucks scored 10 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second, and 12 in the third. That just shows how good this Lakers defense can be. The Bucks only had one quarter under 12 points in game 1 of the series, and now all three of them are at 12 or under in this game.
Well, and obviously, as Kuzma can't score that one. Obviously, the Bucks very rare to have a poor shooting game like this. Usually one of the top scoring teams in the league. It's been pretty surprising. Always Giannis takes a fadeaway, can't hit again. Giannis definitely having his worst game of the playoffs so far.
And it just seems like this is just a very off game for the whole Bucks team. And right now their star only has 2 points, so that's a very obvious reason. Now 4. And I think if you're the Bucks fan, you either want to see Giannis be taken out of this game and he's ready for game 3, or maybe you want to see your team at least put in some effort and try and make a miraculous comeback with less than 5 minutes left here and at least make it a 10-point deficit, not being an embarrassment of a loss.
Yeah, and I do think you'll see the stars, or stars, I should say, for the Bucks be pulled very soon. If obviously this game out of reach, the series will be tied 1-1 going back to LA.
LeBron fadeaway 2, he hits. And what a comeback for LeBron tonight. And big game, 24-8 in that second quarter. That is not a deficit you expect between these two teams, but it was just a huge run out of them. And now Lopez going for his first made 3 of the game and series. He still can't hit a 3. Interesting alley-oop pass by LeBron James, but gets through to JaVale McGee, but can't finish. Giannis, fadeaway, he hits. He's up to 6 points. And really, the field goal percentage explains it all, as the Lakers have 7 more shots than the Bucks, and that's mainly been off turnovers. Offensive rebounds, the Bucks have 0, and the Lakers only have 2, so that hasn't really been a factor.
LeBron gets blocked there, but JaVale McGee there to finish it up, and that's kind of been the name of the game tonight here for the Bucks. They've just not, I mean, they haven't allowed offensive rebounds like they did in game one, but their shooting has just been not good at all. Middleton hits a three there, and they've allowed the Lakers really anything they want. And really, Anthony Davis didn't have to be that special tonight. Kyle Kuzma took that place, and Kyle Kuzma and LeBron James led this Lakers squad to this Game 2 win.
Oh, JaVale McGee misses a layup, spins out. And that last shot by Chris Middleton was his first 2 points, or 3 points of the game for him. And that just shows Giannis has 4 points in this quarter, and that's more than he has the entire game, which was 2 before that. And now he's going to score another one. And having your top 2 stars, having that low amount of points, just shows how great this Lakers defense has been in Game 2, as well as the combination of how bad the Bucks offense has been. Eric Bledsoe trying to attack in the paint. He will get through Danny Green. It's now a 16-point lead, and Eric Bledsoe, 12 points on 80% shooting. That's what you like to see out of a third star, but he's been the star for the Bucks. The only person scoring really for them. LeBron can't hit, but an offensive rebound and foul. And big game, I think we might see some subs here. We'll see how many, though. Oh, we're actually... Both teams are going to leave their starters in here with less than 2 minutes here. Interesting move. And another miss out of Giannis.
Another rebound by JaVale McGee. He's had the last three or four for the Lakers.
And it seems like Coach Mike Budenholzer will finally put in the benches. Here they come. Screen for Chris Middleton. He's not going to be able to get the shot up, though. Oh, stolen, and Giannis will get fouled. And Giannis will miss the second free throw. He goes 1-2 on that trip. And it's too bad Giannis got fouled on that one, as now he's going to have to finish the game off for the Bucks.
Kuzma scores yet again. Kuzma now is 17 in the game.
And at that point, if you're the Bucks, you don't expect that to happen again, but you're going to have to go to the scouting report to make sure that doesn't happen again, as you can't let Kyle Kuzma be the reason you lose a game by 20 at home. And we're under 30 seconds now. Each team probably getting one more possession each. We'll see what the Lakers do with their final possession. Under 5 seconds, Caruso might have to take a fadeaway. No, he's going to get into the paint. Blocked. Marvin Williams drives in, finishes, and the Lakers will have the ball last and probably hang on to it. And that should be your final, 62-45. Kyle Kuzma, the player of the game in Game 2 of the NBA 2K Sim Finals. And after that huge Lakers win, we'll head into the post-game show. And you look at the Bucks side first, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can't have Eric Bledsoe lead your team in points unless the other two stars at least would have 15 each, and Eric Bledsoe be in the 20s. But Eric Bledsoe has 12 points on 4 or 5 shooting, exactly what you want. But another thing that stands out, look at the turnover numbers. 2 for Bledsoe, 3 for Giannis, and 4-12 shooting. And Chris Middleton only takes 2 shots after his big game 1. You can't have that. He only hit that floater in the 3. And really, there was no momentum going in this game. Anything else on the Bucks side, big game?
No, I mean, you just saw how poorly they shot. They didn't defend very well. And obviously their star, Giannis Antetokounmpo, did not have a very good game. And all those 3 factors combined put into one. You can't allow Kyle Kuzma and LeBron James to basically almost outscore your team. Kuzma, 17, you see 6 of 11 shooting. LeBron, 16, 8 of 14 shooting. Those are your top 2 scorers for the Lakers. And obviously, LeBron James had a nice bounce back game after his poor game 1. And they had good help with David Bradley, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis did not have to be a superstar tonight. Got to lay down and not have as big of a role, but obviously it was still a factor. And Dwight Howard off the bench put up the same stat line, 6.5 rebounds as Anthony Davis. So it just tells you how good the bench was as well.
And big game, you told us in the pregame show, Kyle Kuzma was your X factor for this game, but I think you meant as a third star, not the star for the Lakers. So a really interesting game too, and it's going to be hard to repeat for the Lakers, but growing confidence for their young star, hopefully, in Kyle Kuzma. But if you're going to win that game 3 at home, big game, we're going to have to see a good combination of LeBron and Anthony Davis, because it seemed like in this series so far it's been one or the other.
Yeah, it has been. And, tonight we saw LeBron James step up and be good. Anthony Davis, really have to do much, but it still worked out and they got a win. Obviously, we saw in game 1, they both kind of struggled, and that was a recipe for disaster. And for the Bucks, obviously, they shot 2 of 12 from 3. We saw them in one game, I believe, against Orlando. They shot 1 of 12, or maybe it was Miami. It was just one of those bad shooting nights from downtown for the Bucks. And the Lakers were able to take advantage of those long rebounds and fast break opportunities.
And you're right about that one, big game, though. One game they lost against Miami in the semifinals, they really struggled from the three-point line. And then that game 1 where Kyrie Irving had the playoff high at the time in 31, the Bucks struggled at shooting 1 of 12 from threes. So their three-point shooting is the key. But really another issue is you just look at the Lakers only had 2 offensive rebounds at halftime, but then the second half they left no room for a comeback. 5 offensive rebounds. They had 5 steals. Every time the Bucks got on to a little run, you see the dunk numbers. LeBron James just dominating the fast break. And that's really all there is to say about this one. 62-45 the final. Lakers tie up the series in a great performance by Kyle Kuzma. Stay tuned for updates on Game 3.